I look back now, I'm old now, and I realize that I have a lot of bad habits, or I had a lot of bad habits, you know. I did. And I remember the words when I was a kid. I used to smoke, right? I started smoking when I was 10. And I did. And I would steal cigarettes out of my mother's pocketbook, Chesterfields, you know, without the filter, right? I know. And if she caught me, every time she caught me, she'd take out the, you know, just before she hit me with the vacuum cleaner pipe, she'd stand over me and she'd go, you know, Julia, one of these days, your bad habits are going to catch up with you. That's right, Julia, they're going to catch up with you. And I just look her right in the eye and I go, oh, yeah? Who's Julia? And right around that time, you know, when I was about 20 years old, 30 years old, I started to discover who Julia was. I didn't know who she was exactly, but she was evolving, you know, and I began to meditate to find out who I was, you know, and I would go into a deep state. I love meditation. Meditation's like having coffee and cake with the voices in your head. It is, right? Because people pop in. I have guest stars when I meditate. You know, but I have this one main voice, and I meditate, and he comes to me, and let's call him Joey. And I go into a deep meditative state. When about 15 years ago, 20 years ago, really, and I said to him, I want to be happy, Joe. What's the secret to happiness?
How they met there, you don't even want to know.
Very calming, soft, still voice. And I waited, and finally he came to me, and I heard it. Very faint, but I heard it, and he said, eat butter. Eat butter. Now, I wasn't going to argue with that because I love butter. I love butter everything. I love butter. I love cake. I love cigarettes. I love bourbon. But mostly I love butter. Don't we all love butter? Who doesn't love butter? And so I you know, that's my guidance. And you know, and I ate it, and I ate butter, and I ate all the butter I wanted, anytime I wanted butter. Just even that crap on popcorn in the movies, I butter. Come on. And just here, squirt it in my hand.